Game of Madden 25, the early release came out today. Got to get my MUT team started. Play this bum. This stupid ass playoff game. Jump on 26.
This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pistol snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. He's corralled after a nice 4-yard gain. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. And he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
First down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Running back sent in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Big gain downfield. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Can't see through that snow, and he muffs it. And begin his return from the 11.
Okay, I think he was in full-on panic mode for a brief moment. He just made sure it never overwhelmed him. Calmly picks it back up. May have lost him some yards, but at least it didn't lose them the possession.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They left him wide open. It's complete. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And the Chargers will have a first. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Throwing on first is Herbert. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. It's Herbert once more. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Chargers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Doesn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing again is Lamar. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back-to-back carries here. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's brought down for a loss. Now it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. Working quickly here. Here's Herbert. First and 10. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now it's second down. Back to the air, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Herbert to throw once more. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Herbert on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Now Herbert again. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Working inside the red zone. Finds his back complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. They send a man in motion. Herbert throwing again. Cut near the goal line. It's an LA touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Running back sent in motion. Now Jackson on third down.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Wide open here.
Why ain't nobody over there?
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Into third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens working here. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They kick the running back in motion. 4th down. Here's Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st down, they'll run. And this is a huge loss on the play.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Has it down close. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Completed to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing on first is Herbert. And the deep ball falls incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Second and 10. Herbert trying again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. It's Herbert once more. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10, here's Herbert. The back grabs it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
They've got a man in motion. From the red zone now. Punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Chargers take the lead just before halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He'll throw it. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Back to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway, a spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Herbert from the gun. That's caught for the first. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Now Herbert again. He's throwing deep to the left side. This is caught inside the 15. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up.
I was on the phone,
across the
man.
finish line.
For a second, looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no. Coaches say, stay out there. We're going for 2. Herbert throwing again. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gibson now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing again is Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be third and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Jackson now on third. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
I I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Lamar throwing again. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Herbert on first down. Hits his running back. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt one play later. The Chargers trust in their offense. They're going for two again.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And that pass is complete for two, and their lead grows further. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Poor choice to bring it out. Instead of the 30-yard line, they're going to start shy of the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Running for the marker on second. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 37. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They kick the running back in motion. Now Jackson on third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. As soon as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come at them, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a fourth down.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Putting a receiver in motion. On fourth down, snap to Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
First and 10, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that
This
keeps the
motherfucker
defense
won't
from
quit,
loading
bro.
up in coverage
Quit.
and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They give it to him again. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, ball at the 36. Back to the well again. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
The give here on second. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled with a... Now it's a bootleg for him. That one's complete, right side. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Play action now for Herbert. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They snap it to Herbert. He finds him beyond the marker.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll try and punch it in. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a gain of 1 on 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5. It's a design boot. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers put up even more points in a win. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Herbert now off the play fake. Headed out right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
Gibson now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's going deep this time. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Second and 10 now. Hall there to haul it in. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Hello? What's up, Yeah, I'm not on the,
Lamar now from the gun. Throw left side, complete. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they'll decline this and take the results. First down, here's Lamar. Has it down close. And he's got enough to move the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Going power with a big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Ravens still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted.
Herbert.
And the
Ball
Ravens
thrown way too
he
far.
intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Brought in inside the 20.
I fucking did exactly what I was supposed to do, dog. This shit gay.
The Ravens parlay the interception into points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers have likely locked up the win right there. Once again, the Chargers electing to go for 2. Man in motion here. He's throwing for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
That hell man play this whole fucking game. Hour long game, bro. So fun.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a
You gotta
Baltimore
stay over the
touchdown.
top.
The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch and sleeping to start that drive.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens get it back to a 14-point game. Breaks the tackle, still going. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He puts everything behind this one. Big gain downfield. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Cardi now for the PAT. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. They may have caught them a little by surprise on the last onside try, but certainly much more prepared this time around. That one is not successful.
Yeah, it's tough enough. The numbers tell all of us, right? It's tough enough to do it once. Recovering 2 in a row, well, that's borderline impossible. And that Hands team, they weren't going to let their side down a second time, that's for sure.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Herbert on 1st down. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers trust in their offense. They're going for 2 again. He has it. And he's in for the score. That's 2 points, and their lead grows to 15. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Completed over the middle. There he goes again. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kayla, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Running back sent in motion. First and 10, Herbert. And he got there in time. He's taken down. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. And he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
He'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Once again, the Chargers electing to go for two. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. Well, got a little history for y'all now. That is their fourth conversion this game. That ties the NFL record in a single contest. You're not supposed to be able to do this 4 times in a game against an NFL defense partner. How have they pulled it off?
Yeah, I hate to sound cliche here, but it's so true. When I'm watching this execution, Kate, it's everybody. It takes all 11. Heck, it takes the calls on the sideline, too. You don't make NFL history unless your team is all on the same page.
First and 10 now from the 30. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over after the interception. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Herbert from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. They get 37 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate...
Bro, because this motherfucker made me play the whole game, dog. That's why. It sucks, man. I hate this dude.
Touchdown, LA! So an exclamation
terrible,
point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock has been a dominant...
You better never call you cheesy. Ever. Ever. Fix his mouth to say RG is cheesy. He's terrible.
This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a nice return. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
It took you 5 minutes to text that red. You like retarded or something, huh?
Evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Jackson trying to get on second down. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it.
He is retarded, bro. Red's stupid as fuck, bro.
Much better field position.
Throwing now, following the turnover.
Oh my God.
Out of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Chargers take this one on the road.
Man, you can cuss out your children, bro. That's it.
Once the postseason begins,
Talk to your kids the way you talk.
Magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here. Fighting their way to
Find somebody to play with, dog.
what is this?
Boy, terrible.